Saying that I'm the Tupac of my borough. We had to get it, we had to hustle. Couldn't just sit and watch our family struggle. See me outside, they know that.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. In this game, we'll see New York against Tampa. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Tampa. Here's Ball. From deep three-point land. Here's Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Edwards with it. Makes it off the glass.
The agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Stolen by Durant. Over to the wing. There's Ball with the three. Pass to Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. And that's collected by Malone. Here's New York. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. New York moving the ball around. Here's Edwards. Plenty of space. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Pippen with a wide open look. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
Duncan outside. Pass to LeBron. Back to Duncan. And the rejection by Pippen.
Elite at both ends. Pippen sees the play develop, and then the perfect timing on the block. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's James. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Upside Pippen. And it's Pippen with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They gotta keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And here's Edwards from the arc.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. New York shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Duncan high post. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Here's Wilkins. Pippen outside. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Wilkins outside. With the draw. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
Malone outside. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up. Malone, no luck. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to KD. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Malone. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And that does... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, your take so far in Tampa?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass. Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Roy. Over Wilkins. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Shot's good by Pippen.
And I like what the defense is thinking here, but Pippen gets physical inside and insists on getting to his shot.
Ah, there's Tatum's range on display.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pass to Green. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
Here's Pippen, and it's Pippen with the jam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
And it's Scottie Pippen with the three. Pippen's got 12 in the game.
This is a big-time game for Scottie offensively thus far. He's setting a high bar for the rest of the guys on that end.
Now here's Green to the paint. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Ball with the bucket.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Now here's Tatum. 7 points in the game. Roy attacking. And then Roy with the dunk.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
Pass to Durant. Back to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Shakes him. Tatum jackhammers it in.
2 extra loud points there by Jason Tatum, sending a message.
Outside, Levine. Pass to Covington. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Outside, Roy. Outside, Green. And here's Roy. Outside, Tatum. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Back to Wall. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. The three. No good on that one. To the middle. And finished off by Siakam.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And that does it for the first half of play. Tampa leads by 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so here is New York. 8-point game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
Gracious. A crazy athlete. Roy excels in the open court.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Number 5, Anthony Edwards.
New York trails by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
In for New York, number 2, Moses Malone.
Now Edwards. Clock at 4. Edwards getting the close range 2.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Pass to George. Fires the 3. Grant Hill grabs the miss. And so he'll bring it up for New York. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Out of bounds, Tampa takes possession. New York calls timeout. Outside ball. And again, Tampa no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
James looking it over. For the lead. It's back to Hill. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pocket 2. They now take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 2 now for New York. To stop the drought. Wilkins, no good. New York with the ball. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Outside ball. Pass to Wilkins. .107 left in the third. And he drops it in from the low post. Wilkins has got the game tied up here for Tampa.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by New York.
Inside. And then Malone with the dunk.
And although he's undersized in his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Pass the ball. And stolen by Malone. Here's James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Ball surveying the defense. The kick out to Wilkins. Second chance shot. Outside Pippen. Driving the lane. And then Pippen slams it in.
Nice drive by Pippen there. Terrific at just finding his way to the rim.
New York calls timeout. .15 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Wall. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Tatum.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for two, Jason Tatum.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Deep two from Pippen. The third quarter comes to a close. New York ahead. Ending the third quarter with a massive 16-4 run. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Tampa trails by 4. Outside Durant. The kick out to Wilkins. And Wilkins slams it in.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Outside Green. Six to shoot. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Offensive rebound. And Green is right there.
Relentless. You will never outwork Draymond.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Ball with a wide open look. Off target from outside. Here's Edwards. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. They get Paul Gasol.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the and-one opportunity.
Here's Wilkins. KD a screen. It's Wilkins with the... Oh, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And the three off target.
Questionable shot selection on that three.
Oh, Jason Tatum finishes with authority.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
KD with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And Tatum driving. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. They get Paul Gasol. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And Duncan throws it down hard.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And Duncan throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And here's Wilkins from the arc. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. Tatum on the wing. Tatum on the wing. Back to Malone. And the basket is good. Malone's got the lead up to 14 now for New York.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Tatum on the wing. For 3. They get it again. Tatum on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. And New York leads by 17.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
And here's Wilkins from the arc. It's rebounded by New York. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for New York, Jason.
First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Tatum nails them both. Here's ball. It's stolen by Wall. Here's Tatum. Excellent D there from Wilkins. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and
Is that too obvious? Okay.